Hey everyone, this is Terry and Juliet and Gwen. We're up on the trail here, hiking. Just come up from behind the house here. This is our view from our mountaintop or hilltop. So that's the ocean over there, and that's I don't know what that's called, another island or something there in the distance, but it's quite beautiful. It's cloudy, breezy, not too terribly hot today. So there you can see little places there off in the distance. I'll zoom in for you. So you can see there's little places like that all over. And lots of banana trees and a few coconut trees sprinkled in. So, but we're going up the hill here. That was just a pretty view there. We'll go back to regular camera so I don't drive you too crazy. But this is I think day 4 for me in the Philippines. So I've been here 4 days. I have moved here, me and my wife, from Ohio. So if you have any comments or questions on why or how, and I can fill you in the details a little bit in the comment section. So seems to be the top of these places that are pretty tree free. They've, I think, been harvested. Son-in-law RJ said I guess they use these grasses for the roofs, to make thatched roofs or something. But they make coal out of and use the lumber for building typically, so that's why there's, pardon the breathing, it's steep. I'm out of shape. That's why most of the tops of the hills have no leaves or trees. It's very beautiful. Anyhow, that's off in the valley. You can see for a long way. I'll zoom back out. You can see way over there in the distance. That's like a little island, and there's more off into the ocean back there. So that's that. This is part of the trail I hiked the other day, so I'm just going by memory. There's lots of elevation, even though we just come up a steep hill. There's one there that continues to go up. Motorcycle. There comes the local. Morning. Yeah, there's homes up here periodically, and people hike and walk and whatever they can do to get up and down. These are kind of what you would they might consider roads through the mountains here. It's back in the USA, it's trails. So it's their little network. So even though you look up these hills, there's little trails all over all of them connecting the fields. We'll get up here and maybe see some corn. That's what's always real surprising to me. They plant corn up here. Has become a very good crop. I guess it's lucrative. And you'll see right here, that on top of that hill is all corn. And there's no machine. They plow it with like water buffalo or whatever, and then they hand plant it and hand harvest it. So a bunch of locals come up, dozens and dozens of locals, and everybody has a different field up here. So it's quite amazing to come up and down. I'm breathing heavy just coming up this, and I wonder if them holes in the ground are, You think them holes are caves or anything, or
maybe the
sink? There's like a big hole there and one there.
that is the river which one we cross.
Okay, so that's where the creek comes out. But here's the corn, and yet another trail going down that way. But everything's hand done. Imagine that. In America, we always would do things on the flat field, and it's all machine done. You guys can continue up front if you want. We can go this way. It's the way we went. Go ahead, Gwen. And so yeah, and the corn looks in very good shape this year. It's much shorter than what we would have in America. It'd be another 2 or 3 feet taller at least. And a lot of our corn has double ears on it, and this is mostly single. But nevertheless, it looks very healthy, and it just amazes me that this was all hand planted, and they'll come up and a person will take off each ear, hand done. So very amazing to me. Keep the camera up and stuff. We're going up a hill, and I'm angling it down, but I'm told there's some dragon fruit up here somewhere. But that's the amazing part to me is American, where everything is machine done. To come up and think there's acres and acres of corn, and there's a person that'll go through and break off each ear of corn and harvest it. Here we have some banana trees. We'll go back. We're very close to them. So for people that never seen a banana tree out in the wild, this is what they look like. They have these big leaves, and I guess in a rainstorm you could cover your head with them. But I don't see any bananas, but they definitely have some on them. I suppose people harvest them, and what they're doing is they're just cut down the whole tree. There's a bunch right there as we speak. So that's a few weeks from being harvested. And they're just take the trunk here and cut that completely down, and then it re-sprouts. Morning.
Morning.
Got a little sprinkle going on. So, like I said, we've come up a good hillside, but you can see there's plenty more up ahead, and as you go into the island here, I think we're on Visayas, if I've said that correctly, island, which is one of the big cities that's kind of nearby is Iloilo. So it's another local out walking. Good morning. Most people speak some English, and quite a few of them speak very good English. So as Juliet does, she's very, even my granddaughter there, Gwen in the front, she's very competent at it at 11 years old. Starting to sprinkle on us a little bit, so see what that happens. More banana trees here. So there's just patches of them all over, so you pretty much never go hungry. And the locals, like my granddaughter and niece here, or whatever, stepdaughter, they know a lot of the plants to eat, and healing and that type of stuff. But here's another example of the corn. Just I'd say maybe there's at least 100 acres up here within eyesight, and it's all, keep in mind again, it's all hand done, hand planted, hand harvested. Recently my wife bought a corn sheller for the kids, and so they're dragged that up the hill with their motorcycle and throw the corn in it, and it shells it, and then they put it in bags and motorcycle it back down to the hill to town. Here comes a bike as we speak. So most of the locals walk or have motorcycles to get around. So well, I'll call this one a wrap. It's about getting into 10-minute long, but it's more of the same. If I get to something more interesting, I'll make another quick video for y'all. But so we've come up and we've got another several hundred feet of, at least 300 to 600 feet of elevation easily to get to the very top, what appears to be the top. And it just goes on. I don't know if you can see that over there, but I'll really zoom it in. That's off in the distance. That's 9x zoom. There's another chain of hills off in the distance. And then as you come along here, you're going to see another house, and they have electric up here, and this is their home, which is way up in the hills. We're just up the first hill. They're up to the top of the second one. So that's the way I would call a native Filipino house is. They got a little garden here and planted some flowers. Very beautiful. Here on the left, we got some water buffalo, I believe, and some rice fields. Go right, I guess. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I would like to go to the top of something somehow. I just want to see what that's like up there or up here ahead of us or something.
Maybe the one on the other side is a little bit higher
Yeah.
compared to this one.
Yeah. Just lots of beautiful plants, and they look very similar to things that might be in Ohio, quite a few of them. They have a big garden here, so they look like they have some peppers and some corn of their own. I can't see all of it, but a pretty sizable garden. Looks like a 1/4 acre worth. So, well, we'll cut this one off here, and thanks for watching. And we're probably make another quick one here, get my finger out of there.